Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's sacked. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So UCLA's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Lofts one high and deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty would give this offense a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in him. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's sacked. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The give to the left side. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Looking for a man. It's Mayo. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, UCLA! A great catch and run for 6.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 72 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question is the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
It's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Back to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Takes it from the gun on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Poe. There he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Back to throw. It's Mayo. Setting up the screen. Makes one man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Such a great job on the defense, winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing our DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the right. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical.
Open field on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
High the chains now on second and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The play action fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Poe. Breaks into the open. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to run it in. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. From the gun, they'll try the middle. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Running into the open space.
Returner brings it out to the 32. And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over. First and 10.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
So now it's second and long. Finds his man. It's Poe. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. And the catch right into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mayo. Flips it out to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wide open downfield. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UCLA.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Barnes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. He tries to take the top off. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. To throw, it's Mayo. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Hendricks. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hendricks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Gideon. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Breaks the tackle. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
It's caught downfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you've got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And that one will put them up here in the second half. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Bruins want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Using the quick game. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this, and they move the sticks, and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Quick completion to the right. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Looking for a gap. It's Gideon. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Scanning the field, it's Mayo. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
This quarterback is having a Heisman moment in this game. These are the types of games that Heisman voters are going to pay attention to. He's now got over 450 passing yards.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
This time he's got it. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Offense in a bunch formation. He wants to throw it again. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. Trying to get rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field and making the nice tackle.
Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump. A better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hendricks. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, and it will bring up a fourth down and decision time.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Bruins are flying down the field. Running back searching for a hole. He smashes his way through again. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. Dropping back, it's Mayo. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. It's a draw, and this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. They'll try it over the left side. He's out past the 35. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Wants to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down.
He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in his quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Back to pass, it's Mayo. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing.
Turning it on! Past the sticks, and he may get more. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well, the diversity in this offense.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49. The shotgun, they go to the ground. Going the other way, and he's got room. 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Got it in the middle, it's Lanier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Back to pass, it's Mayo. He's got him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lanier. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Hit as he throws. Finds his back in the middle. And he's dragged down. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on third. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. On target. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The give as they work on that clock. Still running at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Toss to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it at the 20. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They'll go back to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll bring it out. It's sacked. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mayo. Firing to the right, complete. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Gideon.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. The give out of the gun. Across the 45. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Unloads it left. He's got it. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little